Hey you guys, Jerry Mateo with Music Marketing TV, and today we're going to be taking a look at Yuki's Bazille. So this is a modular synthesizer, basically meaning that it is a synthesizer based off of modules. And this has two LFOs, four oscillators, a really nice and completely controllable filter section, two outputs, four envelopes for the ADSR. You have a bunch of MIDI outputs and controls, CV1 and 2 inputs. You have white noise, pink noise, and you have a bunch of MIDI control and the actual output that the synthesizer has itself. You have a multiplex, which basically allows you to route audio back and forth and create feedback loops and modulation sections. You have the inverter, rectifier, sample hold triggers, and lag generators with its own attack and release section. And you have a really cool step sequencer. That is a lot of stuff that this thing has, and that's just the beginning of it. If we go here and we can see the tweak effects, we're able to control the voices, whether we want it to be polyphonic, monophonic, legato, duo. We can have the priority. We can have the stack, which basically gives it a stack of sounds. We have up to 16 voices and up to 8 stacks. If I play something, and if I take that out and just put one stack, you can see it basically doubles it. And you have the pitch section, which lets you pitch up and down up by 24. You have transposition, which goes up and down by 24. You have the glide control, your little oscilloscope. You have two mapping generators with their own envelope, filter, and ramp section. You have the stack voice tuning up here, which basically allows you to choose how it's going to sound. So you can have one voice in tune, one a little bit out of tune, one a little sharp, one a little flat. You have the effects controls with distortion, spring reverb, delay, and phaser. And then you have your patches in the back. So let's start off with an initialized version. Let's grab this has nothing instantiated. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to oscillator 1. We're going to put that straight into the output. We press play on something. We just get a sound. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys some cool stuff you can do. So in every section you see things that are labeled. Basically, they're hardwired into themselves. But you have these unlabeled ones. These unlabeled ones are basically inputs that can also be used to modulate the way that something's working. So if I show you by turning this knob, it's not doing anything to the tune knob. But if I use, let's say, this LFO, and I output it into here, and then I press play, I mean, you can hear it's doing a lot of stuff just on its own. We can also do that with the envelope section. Let's grab an envelope and let's see how that sounds now. And that basically sounds like one of those old school movie sounds. Basically showing you how you can use almost anything to do anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to output this and patch it to the filter section. And we're going to have the filter section following this envelope. And that'll change the cutoff. And then we're going to bring out a band pass into the output. Now let's press play. You kind of hear how the filter is slowly going on. Let's use this envelope to shape this filter real quick. Modulate it. Let's see how that sounds. Cool. That sounds like a little video game noise. Now we'll continue to modulate this with the actual square waves that we have right here on the LFO. And there we go. We have some really cool sounding effects. Let's add a little bit of pink noise to this section for the resonance. Let's see what that sounds like. Cool. Now we'll go to this section. We'll put the stacks to 4. We'll keep this poly. And then we will have the voices tuned a little bit differently. Let's see how that sounds. Cool, that sounds ridiculously crazy. Let's add some distortion, a phaser, and some spring reverb. Let's crank this up. Let's see how this sounds. And there you go. I mean, that's obviously not something I would use in a song, but that is showing you how we're just kind of just messing around with random stuff. We're getting really weird sounds. So to show you the context of something a little bit better, we'll turn this off right now. Let's show you a song that I've only actually used Bazille in. So let's play this for you. And this is using only this synth on everything except for the drums. So let's press play and let's see how it sounds. Let me bring up a couple of these instances up. Make this a little bit smaller. Add a little bit more reverb to that section. And there you have it. I mean, it's kind of cool how I'm getting completely different sounds out of half of these, and the other two are doing really similar but different sounds. And you can actually see the routing in the patches. I've done a little bit of altering to these, but you can see how quick and easy this routing looks. Another cool thing is you're able to change the size. So you can go up to 200% or you can go down to 70%. You can also hit gear porn, which basically turns into this really cool space age looking one, which is really, really cool. But anyway, that's it for today's video. This is Jerry Mateo with Music Marketing TV, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.